So this is a 10-minute excerpt of a solo performance that I'm working on. 10 minutes. When I come out into the light, it feels like I'm the one that's possessed. Inside that little house in Ranchi, Bihar, a town known for its mental asylum, inside the darkness of that little house, under the thick of incense, the spell of chanting, the unison of ritual, the brown-skinned woman, the brown-skinned woman, the brown-skinned woman, yes. The brown-skinned woman tossed her wild head of hair, circling the crossroads of terror and ecstasy. My mother tells my 4-year-old self that the woman was overtaken by the spirit of Kali, 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 Kali. It's my first experience at the junction of feeling God, feeling high, feeling turned on. They say, into your early life, romance came, and in this heart of yours burns a flame that Jinsun and Sammy's father, he's a pastor at the Korean Methodist Church, and I get to go with them. They're gonna do Psalms 23. On Sunday, I kill it. Yay! Though I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou, on my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all of the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever. Later, when we're playing in front of their apartment on the 18th floor of the Ringe Towers, their neighbor, who also goes to the same church, starts yelling in Korean. Jin's mother comes out. The woman is screaming, pointing her finger at me. Jin translates. She's saying, my mother shouldn't let us play with you because you have the devil in your eyes. Well, of course we get back to playing because we have to save Sammy from the aliens who just abducted him. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a Hindu, Angie taunts as she walks by. Trisha laughs. I wonder if what they smell is garam masala. After school, Trisha walks home with me because even though I'm not as good as Angie, I really like basketball, and we both live in the Ringe Towers. Angie lives in a house. In high school, my parents move us into our house. A white house with white neighbors, a white school. One Friday afternoon on the yellow school bus with white students, Donnie McLaughlin sneers, all Hindus to the back of the bus. All Hindus to the back of the bus. I walk straight to the back of the bus knowing I am the sum of all the Hindus, which is less than the sum of all the white boys. Asians are so good at math. Me and my bestie, Ajay, we go to an AC/DC concert. I'm on a highway to hell. Highway to hell. It's my first experience of rage transforming into rock and roll. They say into your early life, romance came, and in this heart of yours burned a flame that flickered one day and died away. Now with disillusion deep in your eyes. You learn that fools in love soon grow wise. It feels subversive to be here. The women look like men. They're super hot. On the community bulletin board, flyers of meetings for communists and women of color support groups. New Words was one of the first feminist bookstores in the country. I want to own something that they sell here. I'm so feminist, I'm not even going to steal it. Sift through dozens of shelves. Altars of books by Audre Lorde, Christos, Suniti Namjoshi, Nellie Wong, Pat Parker, Rosario Morales. The list goes on and on. I find a book with a maroon cover, writings by Indian women. I don't really care about the stories. What seduces me is the brand of the publisher. Gali for women. It's fate. She looks more like me than anyone I've ever known. I've become obsessed with Gali, searching for images, songs, hymns, pictures, sightings. This was way before the internet and Google. So when I say search, I do mean it was a quest. I start making my own images of her, an offering of devotion, a prayer for protection. Paintings, sculptures, installations of her spewing blood from her eyes, her mouth, her vagina, body parts flying, a garland of severed heads around her neck, her feet crushing Shiva beneath. Now, with disillusion deep in your eyes, you find that fools in love soon grow wise. The years have changed you somehow. I see now. P and I meet at art school, spotting each other from across a garden. She looks like my tribe. She opens to me her politics, her home, her heart, her art, as do Monisha, Damali, Kalpana, Hardeep, and Samita, who comes to my spot for a South Asian Women for Action meeting. It's gushing rain when she shows up at my door, soaking wet in her jeans camise, a totally Bollywood soft porn moment. I am in Queer Women of Color Feminists. We are all the colors of one big rainbow heaven until one night, coming home from Indigo's Lesbo Club, I duck into Ken's pub to conduct a little business. 10 yards out the door and I'm tackled from behind, swept off my feet, sprawled on the ground with one of the Price sisters. Her other 5 sisters punch, kick, pull my hair. I'm going at it with this one on the ground. She's punching my face. I have her head in my hand, slamming it against the sidewalk. If I'm going out, she's going out with me. I am overcome by the rush of power, of physical violence, soft bone against concrete. I experiment with this power here and there, once throwing a potted plant at a partner. It almost hit her dog. Don't fuck with a Dyke's dog. Smoking, drinking, never thinking of tomorrow. Nonchalant, dancing, dining, diamonds shining with some man in a restaurant. Is it all you really want? To be a child child of Kali, Ramprasad asserts, is to be denied of earthly delights and pleasures. Kali is said to refrain from giving that which is expected. Is it all you really want? No. Sophisticated lady, I know you miss the love you lost long ago. And when nobody is nigh, you sigh. I could hear him coming. He was talking loudly, so I could hear him coming from down the street. Some would say he was talking to himself. I believe he was talking to all of those spirits I could not see, having built a delicate wall of mental health that depends, as Audre Lorde would say, on my ability to suppress knowledge of the world's cruelty. I haven't been able to make any friends at this academic theater conference where I'm presenting. So, for dinner, I'm on my laptop, alone, at this bustling outdoor cafe. From the corner of my eye, I see his small, black stature come into view. He stops, stares at me, and laughs hysterically. I look up, part dreading what he might say, part amused by his amusement. Our eyes catch. Still guffawing, he warns the other customers on the patio, don't mess with her. She works for Gotti.